fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Going on the ground with Eckler, trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Herbert now. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. From the 10, 1st and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook there to make the grab. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So explosive message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Steelers ready for their next possession. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early.
Touchdown! It's caught at the 1. Chase Claypool on a touchdown throw from Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Still going. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he is out of bounds here. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch. They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the 1st down. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Harris. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. Claypool with another catch.
Complete to Chase Claypool. That's the end of the first quarter.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 14-10.
Steelers 14, Chargers 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Eckler, they run left side, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They run it with Ballage, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Let's go, defense.
Herbert. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Partner, took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Short little throw to Ebron, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Roethlisberger. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Herbert on first down now. And this is Cook with a grab. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To the air again, Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Ray McLeod to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This time they stay on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
That's what I'm talking
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here now Roberts. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Balaj. He can't get him down. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A draw play now. Balaj. The all-pro pass rusher, Joey Bosa, able to make the tackle there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Now, I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here. 1st and 10 at their own 15. Herbert now. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. They find some open field here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? the people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
A loss of 2 brings up the 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Herbert. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Balaj. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Again, it's Balaj. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone, and they hit him for the completion for the 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Oh, able to avoid him. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. I want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll find Williams on the slant. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get it in. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 2nd down now. It's Harris. And some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
And they use your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline, you know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. To return is Roberts. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
And he's got this down to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Gabe Neighbors, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a move into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. It's Eckler again. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Once more, here's Eckler. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So Big Ben and the Steelers now down 24-21, a minute 44 to go. And they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Ben going to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Go with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Roethlisberger. He's got Johnson, and he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock, but I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.